Part 1. The Seed of Change. Opening hook. Life is a journey. Sometimes it feels smooth, like a clear road on a sunny day. Sometimes it feels dark, like a storm with no light. Many people believe that success depends on talent, money, or luck. But in reality, success depends on one hidden power: your attitude. Attitude means the way you think, feel, and act about life. If your attitude is negative, life feels heavy. If your attitude is positive, life feels possible. This is the story of a young boy. He was not rich. He was not very talented. He was not special in the eyes of the world. But one thing changed his entire life: his attitude. The boy with a negative mindset. At first, the boy lived with a negative mindset. Mindset means the way you set your mind, your regular thinking. When he failed in exams, he said, "I cannot do this." When he lost in sports, he said, "My teammates are useless." When his parents scolded him, he said, "Nobody loves me." He blamed everyone, teachers, friends, family, but never himself. Blame means to say that other people are responsible for your problems. Slowly, this attitude made his life worse. His friends stopped calling him. His teachers stopped encouraging him. Even his parents became sad about him. The boy thought, "Why is life so unfair?" But in truth, it was not life that was unfair. It was his attitude that was unfair to himself. The mentor appears. One day, after failing another test, the boy sat alone in the school ground. His eyes were wet. His shoulders were heavy. He whispered, "I am a failure." Failure means a person who does not succeed. At that moment, an old coach came near. The coach was wise. He asked gently, "Why are you crying, son?" The boy said with anger, "Because I am useless. Nothing good happens to me." The coach smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story. Have you heard about the Chinese bamboo tree?" The boy shook his head. "No." The coach continued, "When a farmer plants a bamboo seed, he waters it every single day. But for the first year, nothing grows. Second year, still nothing. Third year, fourth year, still nothing. Most people give up, but the farmer continues. Then in the fifth year, suddenly the bamboo shoots up 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Now tell me, did the bamboo grow in 6 weeks or in 5 years? The boy thought and said, 5 years. Exactly, said the coach. During those years, the bamboo was growing underground, building strong roots. Success is like that. You may not see results, but if you keep working with the right attitude, your roots are growing. And one day, you will rise higher than you ever imagined. The boy listened quietly. For the first time, a new thought entered his mind. Maybe I can grow too. The first shift in attitude. That night he lay in bed thinking. He realized all these years he gave up too quickly. He killed his own dreams with negative words. The next morning he looked in the mirror and whispered, "I am not a failure. I am growing my roots." Roots mean the foundation, the hidden strength that supports growth. From that day he tried to change. It was not easy. Negative thoughts still came, but he fought them. When his mind said, "I can't do this," he replied, "I will try." When his mind said, "It's too hard," he replied, "I will learn." Small wins begin. In class, he paid attention. In sports, he encouraged his team. At home, he listened more and argued less. Slowly, changes appeared. His grades improved a little. His friends smiled at him again. His teachers noticed effort. His parents became hopeful. He realized something powerful. Attitude does not change the world in one day, but it changes the way you see the world, and that changes everything. The test is sports competition. A month later, the school announced a sports competition. The boy had always avoided it, thinking, I am not good enough. But this time, he joined the 400-meter race. On the day of the race, he stood at the starting line. His heart was fast, his legs were shaking. The whistle blew and he ran. Halfway, he stumbled. The old boy would have stopped. But the new boy said, Keep going. Finish the race. He ran step by step until he crossed the line. He was not first. He was not second. He came fifth. But when he finished, his friends clapped. His teachers smiled. He felt like a winner, not because of position, but because he did not give up. True attitude is not about always winning. It is about never quitting. Closing of part 1. At the end of the day, he sat under the same tree where he once cried. But this time he smiled. He whispered, Success is not about talent. Success is not about luck. Success is about attitude. And that was the seed of change in his life. Blaming means saying it is someone else's fault. The old boy would have stayed silent. But the new boy remembered the lesson of attitude. He stood up and said, Stop fighting. We can still try. Let's focus on teamwork. At first they ignored him, but he kept speaking calmly and clearly. Slowly, the team listened. They played with unity, and though they still lost the match, they scored 3 goals in the second half. The coach clapped and said, This is real leadership. Not about winning every time, but about giving hope when everyone else gives up. The boy's heart swelled with pride. He had discovered a new strength. His voice could inspire others. The inner reflection. That night, the boy sat under the same tree again. He thought about everything. The exams, the wolves inside him, the football match. He realized the biggest battle is not against other people. The biggest battle is inside, against fear, against doubt, against laziness, and slowly he was winning that battle. Closing of part 2. The boy whispered to himself, My attitude is my weapon. As long as I hold it, I can fight any battle. And little did he know, a bigger challenge was waiting for him, a challenge that would test everything he had learned. Part 3, the rise to victory. The boy had passed exams. He had shown leadership on the field. His attitude was stronger than before, but life was preparing him for the biggest test yet. The big announcement. One morning, the principal announced, There will be a national-level competition. It will test knowledge, creativity, leadership, and endurance. The winner will receive a scholarship and national recognition. The whole school buzzed with excitement. Buzzed means full of energy, full of talk and noise. The boy's heart raced. A voice whispered inside, This is your chance. But another voice said, You compete at the national level? Impossible. He closed his eyes and remembered the wolves. He decided, I will feed the positive wolf. So he filled the application form. Weeks of preparation. The competition had 3 parts. 1, a knowledge test. 2, a team project. 3, a final endurance race. The boy prepared day and night. He studied books he once hated. He practiced speeches in front of a mirror. He trained his body by running early in the morning. Sometimes he felt tired. Sometimes he wanted to quit. But each time he whispered, My roots are growing. The injury set back. Just 3 days before the event, disaster struck. While practicing, he twisted his ankle badly. The doctor said, "You should rest. Don't run for at least 2 weeks." The boy's world crashed. Crashed means everything broke down suddenly, like hope disappearing. His classmates whispered, "Poor guy. His dream is over." He lay in bed staring at the ceiling. Tears filled his eyes. His old thoughts returned. "See, you are unlucky. You will never make it." So today, ask yourself, which wolf are you feeding? If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected, because your next breakthrough may be just one positive attitude away.